You know that sound? That whirring, clicking sound of the gas pump? That's the sound of hundreds of billions of dollars evaporating. Every year, Americans spend a fortune just to get from point A to point B. And that's not even counting the surprise oil changes, the transmission flush you never saw coming, or the dreaded check engine light that ruins your morning commute. For decades, we've just accepted this as the cost of driving, the price you pay for freedom on four wheels. But what if it's not? What if the single biggest upgrade you can make to your car life and your bank account isn't a better sound system or heated seats, but switching to a car that doesn't have an engine at all? Your wallet will thank you. All right, let's get the big one out of the way. The sticker price. Yes, historically, the upfront cost of a new electric vehicle has been higher than a similar gas car. But looking only at the sticker price is like judging a book by its cover. It doesn't tell you the whole story. The real story is the total cost of ownership, and that's where the entire financial picture flips. First up, fuel. Or, more accurately, the lack of it. Your new gas station is the outlet in your garage. The cost difference is huge. Charging an EV at home is dramatically cheaper per mile than buying gasoline. While gas prices jump around based on global headlines, electricity prices are way more stable. Over a few years, this isn't just pocket change. For the average driver, the fuel savings alone can add up to thousands of dollars over the life of the car. Then there's maintenance. This is the silent killer of car budgets. A typical gas engine has hundreds, sometimes thousands, of moving parts. An electric motor? About 20. That's not a typo. Fewer parts mean fewer things that can break. Say goodbye to oil changes, spark plugs, timing belts, and exhaust systems. All those expensive routine maintenance items are just gone. The transmission, one of the most complex and failure-prone parts of a modern car, doesn't even exist in an EV. Your brakes will last longer too. EVs use something called regenerative braking, which uses the motor to slow the car down and sends a little juice back to the battery. This means your physical brake pads do a lot less work and can often last for years longer than on a gas car. Studies consistently show that EV maintenance costs are 20% to 50% lower than for gas-powered cars. One Consumer Reports study found a lifetime maintenance savings of around $4,600. Now, what about incentives? The big $7,500 federal tax credit for new EVs did expire at the end of September 2025, but the perks haven't vanished. Many states still offer their own rebates and tax credits, which can be significant, sometimes ranging from $500 to over $2,000. Plus, there's still a federal tax credit of up to $4,000 for buying a used EV, which makes the pre-owned market incredibly tempting. And for anyone installing a home charger, a 30% federal tax credit on the equipment and installation is available. When you add it all up, fuel savings, maintenance savings, and available incentives, the total cost of owning an EV is often way lower than a comparable gas car, even if the initial price is a bit higher. The silent rocket ship. The financial argument is solid, but honestly, it's not even the best part. The real magic happens when you get behind the wheel. The driving experience of an EV isn't just a little different, it's fundamentally better. It all starts with something called instant torque. In a gas car, when you hit the accelerator, there's a whole mechanical dance that has to happen before you really go. In an EV, the response is almost instantaneous. The moment you touch the pedal, 100% of the motor's power goes straight to the wheels. What does that feel like? Effortless, instant power. It's not about drag racing from 0 to 60, though a lot of EVs are ridiculously quick. It's about daily driving. Merging onto the highway is a smooth, confident surge. Overtaking a slow truck doesn't require a dramatic downshift and engine roar. You just press and glide past. The car just goes. No hesitation, no lag, no drama. This is all paired with a level of quiet and smoothness that gas cars just can't touch. With no engine combusting fuel and no gears shifting, the ride is nearly silent and free of vibration. It's a calmer, more relaxing place to be, which makes every trip, from a cross-country journey to a stop-and-go commute, feel less stressful. And this quiet performance is incredibly efficient. A modern gas engine is a marvel, but it's also shockingly wasteful. Only about 16 to 25% of the energy from burning gas actually turns the wheels. The rest is lost as heat. An electric motor, on the other hand, converts 85 to 90% of its electrical energy directly into motion. It's just a smarter, more effective way to power a car. Let's bust some myths. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but what's the catch? The internet is full of myths about electric cars. So let's tackle the big ones. Myth number 1. EVs aren't actually cleaner because of the batteries. This is a popular one. The argument is that making an EV battery creates so many emissions that it cancels out the benefit of having no tailpipe. It's true that battery manufacturing is energy intensive, but that carbon debt gets paid off fast. Studies show that after just 1 to 2 years of driving, an EV already has a lower total carbon footprint than a comparable gas car. Over its entire lifetime in the US, an EV produces significantly fewer greenhouse gas emissions than a gas car, even when you factor in manufacturing and the electricity used to charge it. Plus, EVs produce zero tailpipe emissions, which is a huge win for air quality in our cities. Myth number 2. The range is too short, and charging is a pain. This might have been a fair point a decade ago, but in 2026, it's pretty much a solved problem. The average new EV today has a range of over 300 miles, with many popular models easily topping 350 miles. Since the average American drives less than 40 miles a day, most owners can go a whole week on a single charge. And the hassle of charging is a total misconception. The vast majority of charging, over 90% of it, happens at home, overnight. You plug it in like your phone and wake up to a full tank every morning. Public charging is really just for road trips, and that network is growing like crazy. The US now has well over 200,000 public charging ports, including tens of thousands of DC fast chargers that can add 100 to 200 miles of range in the time it takes to grab a coffee. Myth number 3. The batteries will die and cost a fortune to replace. This is another fear based on old information. EV batteries are built to last the life of the vehicle and come with long warranties, usually 8 years or 100,000 miles. Real-world data shows that battery degradation is much slower than people worry about, with some studies showing as little as a 15% drop in capacity after 200,000 miles. And the idea of replacing the entire battery pack is incredibly rare. If something does go wrong, it's usually just a single faulty module that can be swapped out, not the whole thing. While a full replacement would be expensive, it's a cost comparable to replacing an entire engine in a modern high-end car, and it's a very uncommon event. The tipping point is here for a long time. Buying an electric car felt like a choice you made for the planet, maybe at the expense of your budget or convenience. That's just not true anymore. We are at the tipping point. The market in 2026 is flooded with options for every kind of driver and budget. We're seeing a ton of new models, from affordable compacts to family SUVs and powerful pickup trucks, all with ranges that are more than enough for most people. The used EV market is also taking off, offering amazing value for buyers who want the benefits of electric driving without the new car price tag. The question is no longer if electric cars will go mainstream, but when. And the answer is right now. The old arguments against them, cost, range, performance, are crumbling under the weight of real-world data and better technology. Switching from a gas car to an electric one is more than just changing how you fuel up. It's a total upgrade. It's a car that's cheaper to run, needs way less maintenance, and delivers a driving experience that is smoother, quieter, and more responsive. It's a car that's better for the air we breathe, with a lifetime environmental impact that keeps getting smaller every year. You're tired of watching the numbers spin at the pump. You're over the surprise repair bills. The solution isn't some far-off future tech. It's here now. It's in showrooms, it's on our roads, and it's ready for your garage. Your next car should be electric, not just for the planet, but for your wallet and for the simple joy of driving. Drop a comment below with the one thing that's still holding you back from considering an EV. I want to hear what your biggest question or concern is. And if this helped clear things up, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.